Alright, so for 2 months now, I've broken a promise for you guys. And what is that, of course? That is that 2 months ago, I made an animation story time about some laundry room incidents that would happen daily. Well, not daily, but like weekly, I guess. And I would say that if I got 3 likes on the video, I would do a part 2 and tell 3 more story times, or should I say the incidents in that laundry room. And well, let's see what we got. A whopping 5 likes. Now, I would say that's kind of fair, I guess, considering this video only has 22 likes. But what are we talking about? Oh yes, my laundry room incidents. So what this video is basically about is me telling some stories about an activity or an event. And in this case, it's the laundry room. And basically in this laundry room, there would be some weird things that would occasionally happen. And I'm going to be telling you 3 story times that happen during the laundry room, just like the last video. And these incidents would go from pranks at the park you would see every day to just borderline law breaking. Alright, so this first incident is not really an incident that would occasionally happen, but I would say is a very hell of a frustrating thing. So one time, I'm going to the laundry room, and I'm checking my phone battery, and I realize, oh shoot, I have 20%. Let's not waste the time of just doing whatever on your phone, trying to make a video, and just do your goddamn laundry. So I get to the laundry room, and already the battery's at 10%, and I don't know why, I don't know how. Maybe it's because I was listening to the Jump song by Vel and Helen very loud at the max volume too loud, that maybe I was draining my battery. And so the laundry I'm picking out is just finished. However, except for one dryer that is still wet. Apparently these clothes still need to be warmed up. And so I look at my phone, and oh my goodness, it's at a whopping 2%. And so I was about to repay the machine until like my phone battery just dropped to 1%. And I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me right now. I'm trying to do my laundry, and I'm not trying to get into this bull crap. So I swipe the machine to pay, and it just declines. Are you kidding me right now? And so I pay again. That took at least, I don't know, maybe a minute. Declines. Are you serious right now? Are you f***ing kidding me? I'm going to die right now if I don't get these clothes. And so I'm just sitting here like, oh, I think maybe this is the time that I'm probably gonna have to wait until at least like 2 more hours, and then I can get my battery charged. And then the half of my brain is like, no, you gotta do it again. I know this might be the 3rd time's the charm, but just do it again. And so I trust my brain, and I did it again. What happens again? You have 2 options. It declines or it goes through. If you picked the option to it goes through, I'm sorry, declines. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm done for. I don't get my clothes. I'm gonna have to wait for at least 25 more minutes to then go back and get my other set of clothes. However, my brain, for some reason, is like, bro, you can't give up. Like, we're just trying to do, dude, don't give up, bro. There's still hope. I'm like, what? What do you mean there's still hope? There's no more hope, dude. Like, fine, I'll do it. I'll do it 4 times the charm. So I did it, and finally, it doesn't decline. I'm all set. Oh God, Jesus Christ, I made it. I can finally get these clothes back for another 1 hour. I have to wait another 1 hour to then get these clothes back. And so there I go. I hurry up to the house with my clean clothes, and I wait for at least another 40 minutes, and yeah, I get my other set of clothes, and I go back to my house. That was one of the stressful things in my life I've ever seen, and I'm thinking that Mother Nature was just trying to put a challenge on me, or that they're trying to mess with me or whatever. But yeah, I did not like that. Alright, so this next story is about the time where someone would occasionally just basically move my clothes out of the drawer. Now, I'm not sure if I told this in that other video, but I'm going to be telling it again because it was a different person. And so, fortunately though, this didn't happen multiple times. I mean, it did, but it was shorter. So one day, I'm going to the laundry room. I get my clothes, and I noticed that one of the dryers was empty, and that was my dryer. And I noticed it was taken out of the dryer room. Out of the dryer and onto the bench. And there's like this little area where you can like put on you can put clothes on, or you can sit on it. It's like this bench thing that's like a desk or whatever. So that was my clothes on. And I was like, why are my clothes on there? But I just shook it off as it's something someone was trying to mess with me. And so the next day, or should I say the next week, I go get my laundry clothes, and guess what? I take a look, and apparently 2 of the dryers I used to dry my clothes are now empty. And I look, and there's my clothes right there on the bench. And I'm like, who the hell is just stealing my clothes? Or who the hell is moving my clothes? I appreciate the help, but I don't need any help, okay? And so I was trying to see if I can catch this person. So I had an idea that I would go 30 minutes early to get my laundry. I would sneak I would sneak at the window and hide there for at least like 30 minutes to see if the person would come and get my clothes or whatever. And so I did that. I waited 30 minutes, and I hear someone walking into the laundry room, and then I look through the window, and there it is. Someone is moving my clothes. And so quickly, I go into the laundry room. I say, "Hey, why are you touching my clothes?" And then the person's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean. I was just trying to look for another dryer." I'm like, "What are you talking about? There's a bunch of empty open dryers I can use. Are you trying to hide something or whatever?" And like for the rest, it was just very awkward, because after that, for some reason, this guy wouldn't say anything. He just didn't look at me. Every time I tried to ask him something, he would say nothing. Very strange and very weird. Alright, so this whole entire point of this animation cartoon is that I was supposed to be doing this from the least craziest to the most craziest. However, I guess I did the opposite and did it out of order, so I guess I'm just gonna stick with the out of order option. So this video isn't really crazy, it's just very awkward and weird, and I'm like, whatever, to hell with it. I'm just gonna put in this animation cartoon story time, whatever you want to call it. So one day I go into the laundry room. I'm putting my I'm putting my laundry in the dryer, and I feel a tap on my shoulder, and then I lower my volume, and I say, "Yo, what's up?" And the person says, "Hey boy, do you know how these machines work? 'Cause I can't. I try like using the app to pay it, but it's not working." However, for some reason, his accent is so thick or whatever or weird or whatever. I couldn't really understand what he was saying. I'm not sure if he was having trouble with English or whatever, or maybe he just only speaks another language. But I was trying my best to react in the situation, because look at me. I'm an autistic 15-year-old trying to do laundry, and I tend to get a little bit of anxiety when it comes to situations where it can get a little bit weird and uncomfortable. And so, with a person that if I'm not sure if they speak English, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? So I start to think, and my brain's telling me, "Hey, motherfucker, how about you help that person that does not understand technology?" So I do the nice thing, and I try to help him, and I show him how the app works, and we try to discover the problem. Apparently the problem is that this dryer, it didn't work. And so, luckily, money wasn't taken out of his account, and so we try to find a solution. You know what a solution was? Guys, listen to this. It's called using another dryer. Now, obviously, that was an obvious solution that you can already tell, because there's a bunch of other dryers that were used, and there was not there was a lot of empty ones that were able to use. And so the old guy thanks me. Well, I'm pretty sure he was an old guy, but the guy thanks me. He says, "Oh, thank you so much for helping me," and he goes back to his work. And so I kind of felt guilty because I was kind of a little bit, I don't know, I don't know what happened to me, but I was like, how about you just help him get to the laundry? I'm like, "Hey, do you need help putting the laundry in?" And he says, "No, thanks, I'm good." And so we part ways, and yeah, that was basically it. So the moral of these stories is basically, don't take away someone's laundry, and number two, just help someone in need when they can't understand, when they don't know how to do something, because guess what? It's just gonna make everything easier, and I think that you're gonna get a little bit more respect out there instead of just sitting on your ass and looking at TikTok.